So there are two bags. One contains 4 white balls and 2 black balls. This other bag contains 5 white balls and 4 black balls. 2 balls are transferred from the first bag to the second bag. So we are transferring 2 balls now. If you see this is the first bag. So also if you see, the order of the bag is also mentioned. That is, you are not transferring from the second bag. You are transferring only from the first to the second, not from the second to the first. You are not choosing the bags at random, right? You are given that first bag, you are transferring 2 balls from the first bag to the second, right? And then 1 ball is drawn out, and then 1 ball is drawn. Okay. Question is find the probability that it is white. So question is find the probability that it is white. Fine. So how can you draw a white ball if 2 balls are transferred? What are the possibilities? If E is the event, say that that I can draw a white ball drawn from the second bag. Then E can occur in what way? In the following mutually exclusive ways. What are the ways? 2 balls you are transferring. You can transfer 2 white balls. 2 white balls transferred from the first bag to the second bag, and a white ball is drawn from the second bag, given that 2 white balls were transferred from the first bag, right? This possibility has how many events? See, first event is 2 white balls transferred from the first bag to the second bag. This is one event. And then you have an intersection here. And then what is the next event? A white ball is drawn from the second bag, given that 2 white balls were transferred from the first bag. Or what is the next possibility? What is the next possibility? If I am transferring 2 white balls from the first bag, I can also transfer 1 white and 1 black ball, isn't it?
Yes.
It's transferred from the first bag to the second bag, and a white ball, because the question is find the probability of a white ball being drawn. So, and a white ball is drawn from the second bag, given that 1 white and 1 black ball are transferred from the first bag. This is the next possibility. Again, if you see, this has 2 events. 1 white ball and 1 black ball transferred from the first bag to the second bag. And for intersection, a white ball drawn from the second bag, given that 1 white and 1 black ball are transferred from the first bag. This is the second one. Third one, what is the next possibility? Or you can transfer 2 black balls. 2 black balls transferred from the first bag to the second bag, and a white ball is drawn from the second bag, given that one white, given that two black balls are transferred from the first bag, right? Only these three ways. Any other way that you can think of? If I'm transferring two balls, I can only, and if this bag contains only two colored balls, then I can transfer either two white balls, one white, one black, and and two black balls, right? Any other way? I don't think so.
No, sir.
So now we define the events. Let us now define the following events. First, we define the event, say W11. 11 means from first bag to the two white ball. W11 means two white balls. Okay. So this is the first event. Two white balls transferred from the first bag to the second bag. So we write it here. Two white balls transferred from the first bag to the second bag. And what is the next part of this event? See, a white ball is drawn from the second bag. Given that one white, sorry, not this first one. A white ball is drawn from the second bag, given that two white balls were transferred, right? So let us call this event W2. White ball drawn from the second bag. 2 is for the bag. So a white ball drawn from the second bag, given that two white balls are transferred from the first bag, right? This we have defined. So first is over. This A is over. Let us now define the event for this. Okay. So this is one white and one black ball transferred. Let us call this B1. One white and one black ball transferred from the first bag to the second bag, right? B1. Next, what is the next event here? A white ball is drawn from the second bag, given that one white and one black ball are transferred from the first bag. Okay, so let us call this W20. Let us call this W20. A white ball drawn from the second bag, given that one white and one black ball are transferred from the first bag. Right? So this is over now. This possibility is over. We now come to the third possibility. Two black balls transferred from the first bag to the second bag. So we call this say B11. Two black balls transferred from the first bag to the second bag, right? And the next part of the statement here is a white ball is drawn from the second bag, given that two black balls are drawn from the first bag. So let us call this W200. The white ball drawn from the second bag, given that one white, given that two black, given that two black balls. Two black balls are transferred.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Why are you late?
So network is slow, sir.
That
And I
is
forgot, the password I forgot, sir.
that is the real reason. Network slow. Don't tell me. That is all. I know what all you. So therefore, E is, you see, two white balls and then one white ball drawn. So W11 intersection W2 union. The next possibility B11 intersection W20. P1 in fact intersection W20 union B11 intersection W200. So that means these are mutually exclusive. So that means now if you take the probabilities, you can add the probabilities. P W11 intersection W2 plus P B1 intersection W20 plus P B11 intersection W200, which is equal to, now these are independent. So W11 into PW2 plus PB1 into PW20 plus PB11 into PW200, right? So now we look at the probabilities. W11, two white balls transferred. W11 was, what was the event? Two white ball transferred from the first bag to the second. Say two white. What is the probability? How many white balls? Four white balls. Total number of balls, 6. So what is the probability? What is the probability? Two white balls are there. 4 white balls in total. In how many ways can you pick up two white balls from 4 white balls? In 4C2 ways, right? 4C2. How many balls you are picking? How many balls in total here? 6 balls, out of which you are transferring 2. That means total number of events that are mutually exclusive, exhaustive, and equally likely is 62. Am I right? Or not right? Do I have an audience? No. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
TW2. Once I transfer two white balls, how many white balls does it become? It becomes 7 white balls, right? And now I'm picking up a white ball. So out of how many white balls are there? How many total number of balls are there? 11. And there are 7 white balls. So what is the probability of picking up a white ball? 7 by 11. 7 by 11 plus. Next, probability of next time, what is the next case? I'm transferring B1. B1 is the next event, right? PB1 here. B1 is what event? I'm transferring one white and one black ball, right? So now I'm transferring one white and one black. So if I'm transferring one white and one black from here, how many balls are there? 4 white balls. One white ball I can pick up from 4 in how many ways? 4C1. And one black ball out of 2 I can pick up in how many ways? 2C1 ways, right? So one white ball and one black ball can be picked up in how many ways? 4C1 into 2C1 ways divided by total number of balls here are 6 in the first bag, out of which I'm picking up two balls. That means number of events that are mutually exclusive, exhaustive, and equally likely is 6C2. Next, after transferring one white and one black, what is the status in the second bag? Status of the number of balls? White ball increases by 1, black ball increases by 1. That means what is the probability of getting a white ball here? 6 white balls in total, and there are 11 balls, right? So that means 6 by 11 is the probability, right? Next, probability of B11. B1 what? 2 black ball transferred. So that is the next possibility. That is, I'm transferring 2 black balls this time. So 2 black balls, right? So how many black balls are there? There are 2 black balls. So 2 black balls can be chosen out of 2 in how many ways? 2C2, or only in one way, right? So 2C2 divided by total number of balls 6C2. Now once I have transferred 2 black balls, how many balls are there? Black ball increases by 2, right? And I'm picking up a white ball. White balls are 5. So probability is 5 by 4 plus 2 is 6, right? Sorry, the total number of balls is 11, right? So 5 by 11 is the probability. So this is, we write here 5 by 11. Right? And finally, you can calculate this to be 19 by 33. And that is the entire story of this problem. Okay. So I'll move on to the next question then. The next question is an easier question. In fact, this kind of question we have done. Okay. Um, Earlier also. So this, you can consider it to be a kind of revision question. This question is just to show you the difference between all the other questions and how question can get easy when we have already started thinking a little twisted ways in the last 4 problems that we have done. So in this problem, you will now start to think in a little simpler way. Okay. So now look at number 27. A bag X contains 3 white balls. Let's write it down here. So this bag X and bag Y are there. Bag Y. This contains 3 white balls and this contains 2 black balls. And here bag Y contains 2 white balls and 4 black balls. A bag and a ball out of it are picked at random. So that means either I can select bag X or bag Y. Okay. And then whichever bag you select, you pick out a ball from it. The question is, find the probability that it is white. So what are the, if E be the event, the ball drawn let's say a white ball drawn from either of the bags. A white ball is drawn from either of the bags. Then how can E occur? Then E can occur in the following mutually exclusive ways. What ways can it occur? First possibility is bag X selected and a white ball is drawn, and a white ball is drawn given that bag X is selected. Right? What is the next possibility? Bag Y is selected and a white ball is drawn given that bag Y is selected. Right? Now we'll define the events. Let us now define following events. Okay, so what are the events? Let us call X as the event that bag X is selected. Right? So this covers this one, bag X is selected. Let us define the event Y as bag Y is selected. Right? Let us call the event this event a white ball is a white ball is drawn given that bag X is selected. Let us call this event say W1. A white ball is drawn given that bag X is selected. And so this covers this part here. And finally, you have this we have already defined bag Y is selected as event Y. This event is left. A white ball is drawn given that bag Y is selected. A white ball is drawn from bag Y, from bag X. Okay, given that bag Y is selected, this is okay. And if I've written bag X, I don't need to write from bag X. A white ball is drawn given that bag Y is selected. So therefore, what is the event E here? Bag X selected and a white ball is drawn. Or bag Y is selected and a white ball is drawn from the second bag, right? Bag Y. So that means these two are mutually exclusive. You can add the probabilities. Now X and W1 are independent. So Px into Pw1 plus Py into Pw2. What is the probability that bag X is selected? Half. What is the probability that a white ball is drawn from the first bag? How many white balls? 3. Total number of balls here is 5. Right? So probability of drawing a white ball is 3 by 5. Plus probability of bag Y selected, half. What is the probability that a white ball is drawn out when there are total number of balls is 6 and the total number of white balls is 2? This 2 by 6. That's it. So your answer is 7 by 15. That's it. Okay. Any question here?
No, sir.
Move on to the last part of this. Very interesting problem. This is a special problem that A and B actually are playing a game. Okay. In which A and B are tossing a coin alternately. First A tosses or first B tosses, whichever is first. Okay. And then whoever gets ahead, he wins the game. Okay. The question here is find the probability that A wins or find the respective probabilities. The question here is find the respective probability. That is find the probability that B wins and find the probability that A wins. Okay. So let's see how we can work out this question. First of all, what are the possibilities? How can A win? Let us first find out the probability of A winning. How can A win? A can get ahead and win in the first toss only, right? Otherwise, how can A win? A gets a tail in the first toss, B gets a tail in the second toss, and then A gets ahead, right? Isn't it? See here, A can win in the following ways. A can get ahead in the first tossing, or A wins if A gets a tail, then B gets a tail, and then again in the third tossing A gets ahead. Or what is the next possibility? In the first tossing A gets a tail, second tossing B gets a tail, third tossing A gets a tail, fourth tossing B gets a tail, and then finally in the fifth tossing A gets ahead. And this will continue, right? So we define the events now. What are the events here? I define the event X as A gets ahead, and I define the event Y as B gets a tail. That means what is the probability of the event X? Half. Probability of the event Y is also half. So what are the events X bar? X bar is the event that A gets a tail, and Y bar is the event that B gets a head, just complementary of these two events, right? So we calculate the probabilities of the complementary events also, okay? Or you can put it later also. So now we see what are the possibilities. A gets a head in the first tossing. That means what is the event occurring here? X. A gets a head, he wins. So either X occurs, right? You can write here event X occurs, okay? Or what is the next possibility? A gets a tail, event X bar occurs, because here see event X bar is A gets a tail, right? And because of the and here, you have this intersection. Then B gets a tail, right? What is the event B gets a tail? Event B gets a tail is Y. So X bar intersection Y is this part. And in the third tossing, A gets ahead. What is the event that A gets ahead? It is X. So X bar intersection Y intersection X. Similarly, you have A can win in this way also, right? A can get a tail, B can get a tail, and then A can get a tail, B can get a tail, and then finally A gets ahead, right? So this event can also occur in which A wins, right? And this will continue till infinity, till we have a winner. So what is the event E? The event E here is that A wins. Suppose the question, because the question is find the respective probabilities of the winning, we are finding out the probability of A winning. We define the event E as A wins. So E can occur in all these mutually exclusive ways. So either in this first way, or in this way, or in this way, union, and this will continue till infinity. Now all these events are mutually exclusive. That means you can add up the probabilities. So here I have added up all the probabilities. Now all these events are independent, so you can multiply their respective probabilities, right? Here. Now comes the interesting part. Now once we have got this, what is the probability of A getting a head? It is half, right? For this part. Now Px bar into Py. Px bar also we have calculated above as half. Py also we have calculated as half. Plus similarly here you get half into half into half into half into half, right? And this will continue till infinity. You have to calculate this, right? So what do we get? Half plus 1 by 2 1 by 2 cube. This will be another half here. Okay. So 1 by 2 cube plus 1 by 2 to the power of 5. And this will continue till infinity. Right. Now, if you remember in class 11, did I do infinite GP in class 11? Do you remember infinite GP? Yeah, anyway, even if we have not done, let me tell you that the sum of an infinite GP is A by 1 minus R. If you see, this is a GP in which the first term is half and the common ratio is 1 by 2 cube divided by half. That is 1 by 2 square is the common ratio. So the sum of this GP is A by 1 minus R. And what is A here? A here is half. R here is 1 by 2 square. And you can calculate this to be 2/3. So the probability that A wins is 2/3. Therefore, what is the probability that B wins? It is a complementary event of E. Probability that B wins is P bar, which is equal to 1 minus P. 1 minus 2/3. 1/3. So the respective probabilities of winning are 2/3 and 1/3. And that's it. Fine. So I'll stop here.